Hey, everybody. I'm going to talk about a topic that is very relevant to everybody who is an entrepreneur and everybody who has a business in this industry, right? All of you should know about cherry picking and whale hunting. And you should know why these are bad practices and will lead you to have less sales, a weaker sales force, and a lack of personal development when it comes to selling. Okay, so what do these terms mean? Well, cherry picking refers to the practice of basically going through a list of leads or going through marketing or going through any environment where you're, going and you're sorting and looking for low-hanging fruit in terms of sales, looking for the easy sale, the sale that is either, well, really it's either easy or ideal. And usually you want both, right? Cherry picking means you want that perfect deal. You want the person you walk in, they say, I want it, I want it, I want it, and you just slap down a contract, they sign and give you $10,000 or, whatever the figure is. Whale hunting is very similar. Whale hunting is looking for only big deals, right? And people quite often combine the two. They look for the easy sale and they look for the high dollar sale, and they look for that and they say, this is all I'm going to market to. What's the problem with that? You ask yourself, what's wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with that is those sales are incredibly rare and those leads are incredibly rare, and it leads to it's like you'll go from 90% to 1% in terms of your sales volume and your profit and everything else that goes with it. It is not a way to build a business. It is a sign of a weak salesperson. And if you allow this to go on, you'll end up paying astronomical rates for marketing, and you'll have very few leads that get marketed to effectively, and you'll have very few sales. So in other words, it's just a bad dysfunctional practice. Okay, it doesn't work. Cherry picking is something that we see all the time in sales teams. You always see this. You're always going to get salespeople when you bring them aboard who are going to look for the ideal lead. They're going to blame the lead continuously for why they can't make sales. You see this absolutely all the time with weak salespeople. What should you do about it? What can you do to ward off or, keep away bad salespeople? Really nothing. But what you can do is not foster these bad habits in yourself. And you can get rid of salespeople, of course, you see doing this, either demand that they market to the leads you've got, or, you can let them go unceremoniously or ceremoniously. When it comes to you yourself, you need to look at the ramifications of this, not just in the profit side of this whole equation, okay, that you're going to make less money. You have to look at it as, if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't work to, challenge yourself to go after leads that are hard to market to, that take effort and take work, you're not going to ever grow as a person in terms of your sales ability. And for people who are new to this, who are just starting up and they're just going out there and beginning to market, selling digital services like, websites, SEO, whatever you're selling, you need to get your sales game honed as sharp as possible. You need to be really, oiled, and lubricated, and ready for action. You can't cherry pick. You can't whale hunt. I've seen this so many times with new entrepreneurs. I can't even shake a stick at how many have come in and they have no context, right? You have no context to understand, what a good lead even looks like, okay, or what good lead volume looks like. Without context, I can't blame you. But if what you're doing is saying, I just want leads that are easy and I don't want to work very hard, you're not going to make many sales. And ultimately, you're going to probably fail. So be aware of cherry picking, be aware of whale hunting, know what these terms mean, and be aware of it in yourself. I'm a firm believer that self-awareness is really important because it allows you to be able to see what you're doing wrong. Self-criticism is the cornerstone of independent learning. If you can't criticize yourself and see you're doing something incorrectly, you're never going to be able to correct yourself. So my advice to all of you when it comes to these two things, when it comes to cherry picking and whale hunting, just don't do it. Except there are specific times when, in business, when you're looking for something specific and it might be a whale. But in general, whale hunting never makes you any more money. And you end up spinning your gears, chasing a bunch of leads that are, next to impossible to close. So Make sure that when you run your sales team, you run it efficiently. You get rid of the low-hanging fruit there. The people that aren't working, cut them loose. The people that are not, towing the line, that aren't, bringing in sales, let them loose. Watch yourself. Check yourself if you see yourself, not working hard to maximize every single lead. You have to work to maximize them. You have to try, your best with what you've got. The world is not going to bend around you. You have to be flexible in this world. Keep that in mind. Anyhow, if you like this video, make sure and hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. If you want to check out Rocket Driver, go to rocketdriver.com and leave some comments below. I'll see you in the next vid.